Continuation from the last episode. You actually have more value when you act humanly or act kind to other people. I mean, that's how I feel personally.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure that of all these experiences, good experiences, challenging ones, the opportunities and everything, there must be some culture shock that you might have experienced in the UK, being that it's a different continent, it's a different race and different culture and different mindsets altogether. What are some of the culture shock, and did you find some of them useful? Did you embrace and learn some of them, or did you push some of them off the way and say, no, this one I'm not learning it at all?
Again, that's another very, very good question.
Excellent question.
Yeah, excellent question. Because I think that when you are in Ghana, we have a perception of who the white person is. So, you come and you realize that actually they may have the same skin color, but they in fact still divide amongst themselves who is more whiter than the other person,
Yeah.
Like the fact that the difference between the Eastern Jews and then the Western Europeans, for example, they try to draw a line between them and things like that. One cultural shock was homelessness in Manchester. People sleeping on the streets. I was like, what? I haven't even set eyes on same situation in Ghana. I haven't seen people sleep on the streets. But then in Manchester, we have a lot of people sleeping on the streets. And so that idea that they are so rich that, everybody have a home and stuff like that. No, homelessness is one of the big issues in Manchester. So that was one. So I was surprised to see that. And in my class, we can only imagine Kwame reminding some of the lecturers of developmental issues that we think that the UK have and stop focusing on Africa being the only one that require help. I think everybody would need help. I was like, yeah, we have a lot of homelessness here.
Yeah.
The second thing was dirt. Like, how should
Tell me, I feel UK is dirty, to be honest with you.
Yes.
And I get pissed because in Spain, in Barcelona, where I lived for years, my second home, people do complain like Barcelona is dirty, but I don't know. I have to find videos and posts. They are in Spain. They actually clean the streets with water. They sweep first and then they clean. They have a car, okay, that has a big brush that brushes the streets. Like the road that we drive car on, they clean it with water in Spain. Here, no, they wait for the rain to do the cleaning. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
so in my estate, there are fruits like some of them have apples, some of them have prawns, some of them have some berries that I've forgotten the name, raspberry or so. And then it grows and falls on the street. I go fruit picking. I'm from Africa. I love organic food than going to the shop to buy the ones that are being packed in the plastic bag. So I go fruit picking sometimes. But a lot of them, nobody picks them and they're on the floor rotting, and it gets rotten and people step on it and it's on the road, like just on the road or the pedestrian step, and nobody cleans it until it rains or the weather changes and it rains heavily and cleans it. So I agree with you, it's dirty here. I feel it's dirty.
Oh yeah, the sanitation, I always compare to Accra. I'm like, Accra is really neat. Like we can really deceive ourselves into thinking that Accra is the Odona alone.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about the Odona. I'm talking about normal surroundings.
Yeah.
Like walking on the streets, like it's dirty. You see people drink and crash the beer bottle and it's on the street, and you don't see that in Ghana.
I think I can make a gallery of people leaving beer bottles on the streets of Exeter. Like on the roadside, and then beer in glass bottle everywhere. I'm like, and I think one of the problem is they don't have public dustbin. I don't know how it is in Exeter, but in Manchester, but in Exeter, every home has its dustbin. So if you're walking on the street and you have some rubbish, you have to keep it to come home and throw it. Whereas in Spain, we have like public dustbins, plastic bottles, whatever, in every short interval. So even though there are still crazy people who put like rubbish on the street, the provision is there. So normal people just dump rubbish into the rubbish dump. But here it's not like that. So I think it's also one of the reasons why people just throw things on the street.
In Manchester, we actually have that, just that it's not in shorter distances, but at least we have bins around. But like you're saying, aside the fact that let's say it's small, but at least that's the bin. So usually it can overflow. But we are literally talking about people, drinking in the evening and crashing it everywhere, and real dirt, like a surroundings that I usually ask myself. I took pictures. I was like, I can trust you 100%. There is no aspect of Ghana, no aspect from the village to the city that will look like this.
Yeah.
Where weeds have grown around the house with what in Ghana we call aputobibre. They're like dirt, like you see people's houses like extremely dirty. You're like, wow, this is a misconception.
In Ghana, our parents makes us
different.
wash the wall.
Wash the wall. You wash the wall, So for me, that was a big cultural shock. Another big cultural shock for me. The third one has to do with dressing in itself. I'm sure.
Tell me about it. What is it?
Dressing, I'm sure you already know.
I feel comfortable, really,
No, I say like I'm talking about dressing in terms of what people actually wear. Like when you are back home, you watch the TV, you think everything, they all wear Prada, you feel like all of them wear, some of these high brands and all that.
Yeah.
You see somebody coming to work with an extremely dirty shoe. So I'm talking about a dirty Converse, extremely dirty one. So I'm not talking about it being a particular brand, but I'm actually talking about it being extremely dirty.
I know, yeah. It's like they don't care, they don't care at all. And somehow it makes me, the positive side of it is it makes me more relaxed. So of course, I love to look neat, clean, feel comfortable with what I wear, but it doesn't put pressure on me because somebody comes with a dirty thing. So if a day I feel like, okay, I will not polish my shoe, I am not under any pressure, Okay,
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, it has a little dirt, but that's okay because they don't care anyway. But it was also a shock to me. Like, what?
No, Mimi, I totally agree with you because that is the advantage, but because I'm sure you would have realized that going to work has absolutely nothing to do with what you wear.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. We all wear anything we want. Like my work that I'm doing, I just wear my jeans and wear shirt, put my backpack, and I just go to work. But I'm working at a university at the administration section. Yet I, like in Ghana, I'm supposed to put on like a suit and a tie and all that.
Under the sun.
Under the sun, But here is quite different. Like you're saying, we wouldn't say it's right or wrong. Just that it's a cultural shock because that is not what I thought they would.
Yeah.
Because that's how what we see on TV. We see them in ties and suits and in nice shoes, and they're all well polished. All of them smell good and everything.
The smelling part, forget
it. All of them smell so good and all that. Yeah, so.
So those were the shocks.
Oh yeah, those were the shocks. I think the other one, how should I even talk about it? I think it's too controversial. I was going to put that one aside before Ghanaians kill me for saying talking about that. But I think, okay, I think the other shock was if you are working with them, like I said, critical thinking exists in their educational institutions, but you will never know how silenced they are because they also are not really different. In fact, their way of thinking outside of school is no different from, I would say that the Ghanaian way of thinking is even much better. And I'm saying this from the sense where at least sometimes you can have a discussion. Sometimes you can actually have a discussion and a small debate with a Ghanaian where the person is willing to listen. Here is a no. Like they form an ideology in their head and there is no way you are changing me. It's like, I am not listening to you. And it's like, you can go heaven and hell. That is what I have in my head. And I thought that was just me. So I tried to speak to other people that, what is your experience in the UK? That's what usually the question I ask. And they will tell you, they will let you talk for 2 hours and nothing happens. Like you speak for 2 hours. And it's like we are still back to square one. So always the advice is, if you're having a chat with somebody in the UK, you ask them, what do you think we can get out of this conversation? Because that's the first question to ask them. Before you continue, else they will make you talk 5 hours and you still don't get anything out of the conversation.
Okay, all right. Wow. So insightful. So right now, currently, what are you doing? Are you working?
Yes. So I'm working with...
Thank you for watching this video up to this point. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Stay motivated and inspired.